How's it going, guys? Bring Your Platoon here, and welcome back to another phenomenal game in World of... Well, not phenomenal. It's just okay. But it's not mind-blowing, but it is a very tense situation, white-knuckling game. The entire time, near the end. It's just bonkers. So, today, again, I'm going to be in the Valour with my friend Happy Bunny. And, we're going to go ahead, and we're going to make work of the enemy, and we're going to hold the flank at G1, G2 area. Or is that inaccurate to say? No, that's exactly where we're going to be the entire time. And it's funny, because when we get to the corner of G1 and G2, he's like, hold on, I gotta change batteries. And I'm like, no worries, guy, I got this. And then the team starts to roll up, and I'm like, should I stay and help him, or should I just run away? And it works out fine. I end up getting him penned because we ran away a little bit too late. But that is just part of the unfortunate circumstance. He's like, we should go left. And I'm like, I'm thinking about going right because they won't expect heavies down the right because they don't have any tank destroyers. And I thought that would be a good move. But then I was like, whatever. We'll go left anyway. That's fine. He likes to go mid and left. I don't like going middle because every time I go middle, I get penned from either the B line, the E3 and F3 lines, no, E2 and F2 areas, because there's like little spots you can poke out and look into the town from there, and it's just, there's too many angles to cover, and Artie can hit there as well, so that's no bueno, unless you're on the right side of the town from this side, then Artie can't dick onto you. It would be the left from the other side, but yeah, I don't like going town, even if I'm in a medium tank. If they have Artie, I don't like going town. And end of story. And there's the angles to consider, but if you have a nice hull-down tank, that's not too much of a big worry. So, we start to get some opposition here. IS-7, stereotypical Russian tank, okay? And he's like, ooh, my batteries are running low. I'm like, alright, cool. I'm gonna go up here, and you can switch them out for a second. And then what do I spot? Wait for it. Wait for it. And that's two. That's a very heavily armored tier 9 and another one of us, of another Valour. I wish there was more camouflages to to this tank other than transparent ones. It's very annoying to have to see the same camouflage over and over again. It's just I don't know, it's boring. He's got his new batteries in. I'm like, we gotta go right now if we're gonna live through this. And he's like, alright, lead the way. And I'm like, okay, I shall. And I'm like, we're going to run back to this hill and use gun depression to hide from Artie. And then I'm like, wait, we have a shit barn coming with us. Let's take the chance that he actually knows what the fuck he's doing. He slightly runs into me, that's fine, but then he gets penned by the IS-7 and I feel bad. Or maybe I get penned. Yeah, I think he gets penned. Maybe the ship barn gets penned. I don't know. But, like, I take this little hill and we use our gun depression, the 705. You see that shit? That was horse shit. That was horse shit in its finest. I should have penned that fucker right in the side there. But no! Fucking... Ooh. Salty Sandra. Moving on. I pen him there. Thank Christ. He bounces off me yet again, and now all of his health is gone. IS-7 is still a threat. I'm going to focus on him, because I'm not really worried about the one hit. I can finish him off anytime. Probably even if I loaded Hesh. But I didn't want to take the chance that I would low roll like another 90 roll like I did on the fucking E4 the other day. Although it could be because I was hitting his tracks. But whatever. I don't want to take that chance. And you know what I learned about the E4? I learned how to miss the E4. That's something, I guess. But no. Let me show you something really cool. I'm going to load 322 premium APCR. Okay? I'm going to finish off the 705. The Valour's not going to make a push. Thank Christ. He's scared of the ship barn. Good, as he should be. And look what I can do to this poor E4. Right in the mantlet. Go cut yourself. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't think that would work unless I was in like a tier 10 TD, but I guess... Ooh, I should have aimed in a little more towards the inside of that turret to make that go through, but that's fine. I get another free pen into the mantlet of the E4. So stupid. Oh, why would the mantlet not be the most armored thing on that tank? I don't get it. And then I get damaged by the IS-7 again. That's fine. And then this Valor just gets dead to rights because now all the heavy tanks and the other tank destroyer on our team wants to do work. And I'm on like a 2-hit. I don't want to get penned again, so I can at least take a hit later on. Although, as you probably already know from what I described earlier, well, no. I guess you wouldn't know. I get killed, okay? And I'm mentoring this guy who's with me, Happy Bunny. His name's so funny. I don't want to say I'm mentoring him because he's a very capable player without me giving him instruction, but that's what ended up happening. I die, and I'm like, here's what I would do, but you don't have to do what I'm saying. And he's like, no, it's perfect. This is fine. This is fun. This is working out. And I'm like, yes. So he kills the Centurion Action X, making his way down the 1 line for whatever the fuck reason, just to probably get more damage. And T95E6 is rolling up. I think I can get one more pen into him before I get noticed. But oh no, Object 140, you made a bad play, guy. You made a bad play, and you got fucking punished for it. So this guy's gonna roll out. I don't know what his plan is. Like, what is he doing? Goodbye. If I would have low rolled there, that would have sucked, but the T30 would have finished him off. Why? Because the T30 isn't fully upgraded. That's right. Hilarious. I love when that shit happens with teammates on my team. It's awesome. Never on the enemy team. I die here by the standard B because he's loading heat, I would assume, and he's just putting shot into shot into my upper plate from that angle. Because that makes sense. Does the standard B even get heat? I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look, and I'm gonna compare, because I'm salty about it. Where the what is that? Italian standard B. Okay. Yeah. What do you get? You do get heat. 330 pen. Okay. Yeah, and it can pen up to like 85 degrees. So that's fair. That's fine. I'm salty about it, but whatever. I was kind of angling my tank downward to him from the hill that I was on top, so I'll take it. Whatever. That's fine. I'm not really fine with it. I'm just saying that to make it seem like I'm cool-headed, but I'm really fucking pissed about it. So there's another Valor. That standard B is on a good chunk of health. I'm telling him, you need to fall back, dude. You need to go back to like K2, K1, and then you need to go up the 1 line. And then go back up to the hill that I was on to outmaneuver the fuck out of these boys. And we have a waffle here, so I feel a little bit safer for him. But, yeah, he takes my advice, but he hesitates for a second, and it makes me fucking panic. And you'll see why I start to panic. He's just like, I want to get one more shot off here, and then I'll... Or no, he wants to get undetected, and then he'll fall back. Yep, he gets detected again here. A lot of this is just waiting around. I'm not doing anything, and I'm sorry I couldn't give you, like, a better game to look at, but I just thought this was so tense. Oh, at least it felt like it at the time, because just watching him and anticipating what the standard B was going to do, I know that thing's fast as fuck. It's got an auto reloader. So many things could go wrong. The Valor and him could team up. I think the waffle dies, and then he's on his own, but I do believe... I know we... Like, he thought I meant to go up the hill that way, and I'm like, no. Go around the back way. And even he was like, I didn't want to do it. I was like, yeah, if what I'm saying seems stupid, don't fucking do it. Because that's how you get killed. And then you resent people because they gave you direction on what to do. And it doesn't work out. And then you get pissed at them. And that's how you lose friends. And I'm not going to let that happen. That's not speaking from previous experience, by the way. That's just something that happens when you're in like a clan and your quote-unquote team leader tells you to do something and it doesn't work out because you didn't anticipate something. And that's my experience with clans. Is just people telling you what to do, where to go. We need to do a practice run on this map. It's like, no, you fucking don't. You know choke points. You know where to go. You know tactics, what tactics are, etc., etc. He's fine. And I keep saying, hug those cliffs, otherwise Artie will dick on you. And he does exactly that. And he just... Oh, he plays this so well. And yes, it is under my instruction, but still, kudos to him. He's trying to spot the Valour, hopefully making his way across the valley to our base. And I don't think that happens until a little bit later. But I'm anticipating, okay, see, what you're going to want to do is that Standard B is going to probably come after you after seeing that you're no longer near the hill area. And what you're going to want to do is either side scrape against that... You're going to want to side scrape against that dead tank. Because if you use that rock, then Artie's going to hit you. Maybe either way Artie would hit him. But at least near the dead tank, he'd be safer from Artie, right? So he uses the wall instead, which is fucking genius. And he just gets hauled down right here, close to the cliff. Or close to the wall, sorry. And would you look at that? Standard B is right there. And he doesn't get penned once. I tell him not to equalize his armor, because that would spell doom for him. I tell him to chase down the Standard B. I probably could have had him, in hindsight, just take a left and go right down the 3 line to cut him off. But the Valour was there, so that's one less tank to worry about. I guess either way it would have been one less tank to worry about. But he starts making his way back up the hill hesitantly, and I'm like, you just need to fucking pick up speed, dude. And then you can hear the Artie crash behind him as he starts to floor it down this line. And it's just... You gotta pucker your butthole for this game, because it's insane. And then the Standard B is nowhere to be found. He made his way out. I'm just like, you might as well go to their base. But then he brought up the off chance of both of them getting on the base while he's on the way to their base. And I was like, it's just a risk you're going to have to take, guy. I don't think that Artie has moved, so let's just head towards the base. And he's like, alright. I don't think I said that Artie bit, though. It was just ad-libbing. But whatever. He goes to the base, and then the Standard B does end up getting on our base, but then he fucking nukes him by going through town, and it's just... Oh. I'm just going to speed this up so we don't have to watch. I'm normally against, like, skipping gameplay, but, like, who wants to watch him drive around for 45 seconds to a minute and a half when there's nothing even happening on screen? It's boring. So, like I said, he makes it to their base, and then he's like, well, where the fuck is that Artie then? I was like, just peek around for Artie, and if you can't find him, no big deal. You can still finish off the Standard B and kill the Artie if you get the chance. But then I look at the clock, and it's like, ooh, time's running out. And lo and behold, there's the fucking Artie at 500 HP. He gets hit by a 445 roll. If he would have high rolled him or had Hesh loaded and penned him, he would have killed him. No question. And then the Artie takes a swing at him, I think. I can't remember if it's before or after he kills the Standard B. But yeah, he goes up here, and I'm like, just go through the middle of the town so Artie can't... I guess Artie... Yeah, Artie could still hit him from this little pathway here. And at least being in the middle of the town where the dead tank is behind the house, you can hide your lower plate or side scrape or whatever the fuck. And he still had plenty of time to make it to the base. That Standard B was probably one of their only capable players in this game. It's pretty funny. But like, he pops out, gets spotted, doesn't worry about it. Bam. Presto! Standard B is gone. And what does the Artie do? Kudos to the Artie for this one. I will never give, like, I don't know, compliments to Artie players because they fucking suck ass and I hate them. And they just play a tank based on chance and not skill. But, yeah, check out what the Artie does here. Fucking times it. Gets a 300 damage roll on a splash hit. So, that was scary. If the Artie would have hit the engine deck of him, he would be dead right now, because that would have penned. And because of the pen on the Artie, we got most destruction. Or maybe we would have gotten the victory for most destruction regardless. But, like, look at our scores. We were the only, well, that Waffle 4 did some work. But he also had the big gun on, which leads me to question his intelligence. Yes, very good game. Very tense. And that T92 was the highest damage on their team. Jesus Christ. Good on him, I guess. But yeah, yet another game of our impeccable teamwork. and me giving instruction. No, this is the only game with me giving instruction and it panning out well. So, that's cool. No, this is not the only game where it pans out well based on my instruction, but this is the game you're currently watching with that happening in it. So, that's the game. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time.